Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to Tabletop Talk. We're going to play another one-shot here of Into the Odd. I promise this one will only go on for one session.
We didn't clap.
We didn't clap.
God damn it.
That's what...
Guys, so the whole point of the clap is that there's one spike that I can clearly see.
Do you know what's really great?
So I can match one audio track to the other audio track.
You know what's really great is that now that we have the clap...
Okay, there's the actual clap that you'll use.
We can keep all that moment. We can take that outtake and put it in if we wanted. You won't put it in.
I'll put
Table
it
talk behind the scenes. Just a quick mashup of all the extra claps.
No, all the claps we couldn't use.
I love you!
I love you!
It's like, oh, that was a bad clap.
Grab a clap and bring it inside. God.
Grab a clapper inside.
Who's got the clap?
We got the clap.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, should get it checked out.
Composure.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to play another session here of Into the Odd on Tabletop Talk. I promise this one will only go on for one session.
Did the last one go on for 2?
It did.
Okay.
Because if we get to the end of this session and the players haven't made it out yet, they're going to die. So.
Yep. James will take his axe and murder all.
So, like,
into the odd? Or try to escape the odd?
You mean like hypercube?
Because
No,
we
we'll
only have
never
enough for
like
one,
Hypercube.
or else it'll be into the even.
Oh, it's
To make out
a
inside
single
or you
odd.
die.
No.
That's a good point. We don't want to go into the even.
Okay, anyway.
Alright,
So we
so
have enough dice.
making characters into the odd is super simple. You're going to roll 3d6, one for each of the ability scores, and then roll a d6 for your HP. Then you cross-reference it on that handy-dandy chart there, and you get your starting equipment.
In order, yeah?
In
All,
order.
all D6 at the same time.
In
Oh,
order.
you can swap
You
any two
can
of your...
swap any two of your skills as well. This is off to a great start with this 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's an 11.
And then
Ooh.
say that again with the
Damn, hot
the
dice.
one.
1d6 to see your HP. 2.
Great.
Alright, and then we got 1d7 HP.
This is gonna be great.
5.
5.
I got all the stats,
All right,
which
so
means
now.
I get none of the gear.
And then just 1d6 for HP. Oh.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, and then cross-reference your HP and your highest stat to get your starting equipment on that chart there.
Oh, wait.
This one.
No, wait.
If you get an Arcanum, you need to roll a d20 and let me know what you got.
I can't read upside down, so.
I'm thinking of swapping. I don't know.
Pistol, grease, a hand drill, and a drum.
That's what I had last time. And I became a god.
Well, there you go. That goes in
I
weapons and
That's
gear.
all you need.
I
Yeah.
didn't use hardly anything last time. Here, Charlie. Flip
Yeah.
it up.
Okay, I see what I've got. Cane.
Oh, he's swapping.
Oh, yeah.
It's a low will save there, folks.
That's...
So strength, by the way, I should let everybody know in case you want to swap scores. Strength is the primary score that keeps you alive. Once you take damage below your HP, the remaining goes to your strength, so it gets subtracted from it, and then you will roll a strength save, which means you need to roll a d20 and roll under. If you successfully pass that, you can stay in the fight. If you fail it, you take critical damage, which knocks you out of the fight, or in the case of some stronger monsters, can just insta-kill you. And there is one of those in this adventure. Actually, technically, there's 2.
I'm gonna swap these two.
Which all dice do we need? Just a complete set?
Yeah, complete set. You'll need like a d20, or
Actually-
you'll need like damage dice, basically.
Sure.
And a d20 for saves.
Actually, no, I will go with my original one.
Okay.
Screw this.
So, Will, are we...
Oh, now roll for this?
Well,
No, you just
Okay, no,
cross-reference.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
2.
It
Did
says-
anybody get any Arcanums?
I
I
got
got
her.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you both need to roll a d20 and let me know what the number is.
Yes.
12.
Will has the Tyrant's Rod. You can order a target to drop, fall, flee, or halt unless they pass a will save.
Okay.
All right, 17.
Charlie's got the Chilling Cloud.
Oh, nice.
Target takes a d6 damage and is frozen in place until they pass a strength save.
My
not bad.
nickname in high school used to be Chills. This will work.
Was it?
Yeah. Or not high school. Actually, it was like middle school. But yeah.
It was
Charlie.
when I was a fetus. They called me Chills the fetus.
Okay.
Ice in my veins. Chilling. It was called Chilling Clouds.
Yeah, Chilling Cloud.
Okay. D6.
D6 damage, and
Yeah.
it's frozen in place until they pass a strength save. You can,
Cool.
You can. Basically, I'm going to ask you guys to tell me what those look like in a second.
Wait, what our Arcanum looks like?
Yeah. Because just because it's a Tyrant's Rod doesn't mean it has to be like an actual rod. Like you could make it look like anything.
Oh. So it basically intimidates people.
Yeah, you order a tyrant to fall, flee, or halt, unless they pass a will save. So they either drop, they run away, or they stand right where they are.
I don't know why, but I want it to look like a mask.
Okay, cool.
Because it seems like, I don't know, because I'm thinking like this is like an intimidation thing.
Yeah.
And so instead of like a rod, it'd be cool if it was like...
It could be the bridge of the helmet is the rod. And then...
What's the setting for this?
Yeah, so Into the Odd is a weird setting.
Okay.
It's like, think like medieval fantasy mixed with Renaissance. So there's pistols, there's flintlock pistols, there's blunderbusses, there's rifles.
Knights and horses and
no,
archers.
everything.
Not
so the world like got blasted to pieces and then put back together, and it's just really weird now. Like it's normal geography and stuff, but there's these weird bastions of like collective humanities and cultures that all blend together. You've got like these weird like stitched together puppet people walking around. There's a whole bunch of like, well, just basically odd things you can run into all around the place. So it's kind of like a setting, like think like a typical like medieval fantasy D&D setting, but with rifles and guns, and it gets a lot scarier and creepier. Anybody else got Arcanum? No?
No.
All right.
I mean, 2 out of 4.
Everybody set? Yeah. We ready to go?
I think so.
I guess.
What'd you guys all get? What'd you get?
I got a sword, a pistol, and armor.
Okay, cool. So armor subtracts all damage you take by the amount of it.
Yep.
So you have armor 1. So any damage you take will be subtracted from that.
Like a hatchet, a pistol, bolt cutters, and then Tyrant's Rod.
Okay.
Which I'm going to have be some type of mask.
All right.
With an intimidating design or features or whatever.
Like what? Like paintings or like?
It looks kind of like a scary demon mask.
What about you, Dan? What'd you get?
I got a pistol, some grease, a hand drill, and a drum.
All right.
So some sort of a bard type character, maybe.
Yeah. You drill your way, drill little holes, and then shoot through them.
Yeah, I never ever ended up using half of the things.
What about you, Charlie? What'd you get?
I got cane, D6, acid, spyglass, and arcanum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fiddly bits like ammunition, equip load, all that mess, you don't have to worry about unless it becomes fictionally relevant. For example, like if you landed in a huge body of water, you'd have to worry about your guns getting wet and not being able to shoot anymore. But other than that, you don't have to worry about that stuff.
I feel like it could be like dramatically appropriate to be like, do I have one more bullet in my gun?
Yeah, you could in some cases. There's one other rule you need to learn. It's about enhanced and impaired attacks. Impaired attacks roll damage at a D4, no matter what. Enhanced attacks roll damage at a D12, no matter what.
I can read upside down.
All right, you guys all ready?
Yeah.
Oh, and to roll saves, when I ask for them, basically you just grab a D20 and try to roll under whatever save I asked for. So Mason would have to roll under a 13 for his dexterity save.
Sweet.
What's everybody's name?
My character's name is Morris. I don't even know how to spell that. I just picked a name from a generator. Morris LeBray.
Morris LeBray.
Yeah.
What does Morris LeBray look like?
He looks like Adam Driver with a hipster mustache.
All right.
Who's Adam Driver?
Kylo Ren.
So
with
like
a hipster mustache.
A spooky helmeted dude?
Like a hipster
like
with a hipster mustache.
How, like, are we talking like a curl?
Oh yeah, like even more curly than.
Yes.
Oh man.
Like curlier than Zach's curly cues.
Super curls. All right, Charlie, what'd you name your guy?
I'm probably gonna name him Sneaky Pete.
you a
Well, that's what we
pirate
call you.
in your past life? Has Sneaky Pete done a lot of pirating in his days?
Wait, please tell me that your name is Sneaky and your last name is Pete. That's what I really want.
That's all that he's just Sneaky Pete. We don't. He might have a last name that he won't reveal to you guys yet. But,
Sneaky Pete.
Sneaky Pete it is. What does Sneaky Pete look like?
I imagine him as a tall, spindly guy. He's got a cane and he can twirl it about.
Okay.
I think. And he's sneaky. Sorry, I didn't. I realize how redundant that is.
That's how he looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's not like
sort of like a spy from TF2 or something. He can.
Oh God!
Sorry, I meant to turn the sound off.
Just tall and maybe dapper, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Gentlemanly.
But you do know what Adam Driver looks like, right?
Yeah. As soon as you said Kylo Ren, I had it. I got it in my head.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
He basically, I think you just look like.
Don't be rude to Adam Driver.
Okay. Sneaky Pete it is.
What if he watches our?
If Adam Driver watches our show, I will eat a T-shirt.
I can help you with that.
I'll straight up eat a T-shirt. If Adam Driver, if you're watching the show right now, message us, tweet at us, Tabletop Talk.
Wait, do we have a Twitter?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Tweet at us. I will eat an entire T-shirt
Don't.
if you watch one series.
Don't put that.
Series.
Don't put that.
Whole series.
A
whole
you
series.
also have to tweet about it.
Yeah, you have to
make
tweet
it
about
public.
it.
Oh, what's your character's
You have
name?
to like,
All right.
follow, subscribe, and then we'll eat the T-shirt.
So I am Royce. Royce is sort of a chunky fella. Think of like Bruce Willis, but not in quite as good of shape.
Okay.
So like,
So he dies easy.
yeah, I mean, I've actually got a lot of hit points.
It's pretty cute.
But yeah, like wax dome and like sort of chunky and broad shouldered, but like a little bit like it's been a while since I've really hit the gym.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Cool. What is
Mike.
What is Royce's primary employment other than being an adventurer?
He's a math teacher.
All right. Cool.
And he's sneaky.
Cool. What about you, Mason? What do you got?
My character's name is Chaucer.
Do a lot of writing in his spare time, does he?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Actually, yes. He's a liar. And
That's what he looks like.
Is he also a thief?
We've already established he's a writer.
yeah, a writer. He kind of looks really younger, maybe some either like looks wise. It's hard to tell, but probably something like early 20s, kind of mop of disheveled blonde hair, kind of looks like a real go-getter. Has a lot of spunk.
Okay. Cool.
Like a sort of young fella?
Like a young fella,
Yeah,
you know.
okay.
He plays it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What?
Chaucer, Royce, Sneaky Pete, and Morris. What? Morris.
Not Maurice. Morris.
Okay. So you guys are all adventurers, mercenaries for hire. And your primary method of making money in this world is to go out to places that have been abandoned or otherwise dilapidated and run down and reclaim the treasures that exist in them and return them to Bastion, which is this gigantic mega city where a whole bunch of different type of weird, odd creatures live. It's ruled over by this cabal of mechanical figures that wear white masks over their faces, and there's 12 of them, and they all rule over different parts of the city, and it's a huge, like, messed up system, and nobody knows really what's going on except for these mechanical automatons, but it works, which is probably the strangest thing about the whole thing.
Is this white mask like similar to the white mask from what was his name?
With Zephyron.
Yeah, Zephyron.
It started with an X, and there was there was contention at the end whether it was Xerophon or Zephyron, and James Lee was right. I'm pretty sure it's Zephyron. So,
but is it the same mask?
No, it is not the Mori mask.
I just wanted to check.
No, this probably takes place before the Mori mask gets found because, well, the Mori mask has big implications. But anyway,
I mean, anybody who didn't watch it wouldn't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just saying, like, from my point of view.
Go watch the old Into the Audio.
Yeah,
I mean,
please.
I was in it, and I don't know what you're talking about. So
It was like a faceless mask, basically.
How can a map be faceless?
It's flat.
Oh, that's what you meant. Like, I thought it was like just like an outline.
Yeah.
It's literally faceless.
So, given that that is your primary method of making money, you pay attention when new scavenging opportunities come up, and one has come up recently. The Lockswoods are dead. The Lockswoods are a somewhat noble family, mostly because of their merchant prestige, that live on the outskirts of Bastion, out in the countryside, and they're most known for their wine. They make fantastic wine. Like, they spend years refining it in precious barrels, and the most recent vintage of the Lockswoods barrel cache has just been completed. Lockswood 872. One barrel of this stuff alone is worth an entire guilder, which is enough to buy a small house. If a man could acquire several barrels of the things, then they could easily live out the rest of their days in luxury. But there's one major problem. The Lockswoods had a major rival wine family who liked to distract and dissuade their business. That was the Lux family. Tempers between the Lockswoods and the Luxes have been boiling for quite some time, and 2 weeks ago they came to a head. The Luxes basically said, "Screw you, we're not doing this anymore. We're sick and tired of you cutting into our wine business. We're going to go for the throat." And they hired a bunch of mercenaries and a number of knights and soldiers, and they attacked the Lockswoods Manor. The siege at Lockswoods Manor lasted for only a couple of days because there were rumors of an arcanum being used during the fight to turn the tides. But at the end of it all, the only soldiers who came back ran back screaming about some strange multicolored lights flashing at different intervals and a terrible groaning coming from beneath the mansion's grounds. No one's been brave enough to go and see what's going on in the Lockswood Manor since then, but there also hasn't been any reports of those barrels leaving, and because the most recent vintage was just completed, they're probably still in the mansion. So you guys have taken it upon yourselves to gather your gear, your wits, and whatever other tools you can bring to bear, and travel out to the Lockswood Vineyard to go and get those barrels of wine back.
So are Arcanum's a pretty big deal?
Yeah, so I should explain that. So there are no wizards in this world at all. Everything anybody ever wants to do that's magical is done by using these things called arcanums, which are basically magical items, but they have broader range of categories. They don't have to just be like orbs or like rods or gloves that you use. They can be entire rooms. They can be portals. They can be a cloud. They can be anything. But anything that causes a magical effect is considered an arcanum. The ability to cast spells and intone them in and of itself is given to people through using different arcanum, except for the old sorcerers who actually know how to cast spells, but you probably won't encounter them in this adventure. Probably. So, with that said, you all find yourselves on the outskirts of the Lockshire Woods, just outside the Lockswood Manor. In front of you stands an old rickety iron gate that runs around most of the perimeter of the Lockswood's Vineyard, and beyond you can see these fields of grapevines with grapes hanging on and stuff. Several of these plants have been trampled. The sticks that they're growing up broken down and crumpled to bits as the soldiers tramp through the fields to attack the Lockswood Manor. Beyond, you can see the shadow of the manor house itself as it rises imposing, but it's mostly covered by mist because of the weather and the time of day. So it's like overcast skies, there's mist everywhere, you can smell the aroma of sour, sweet grapes in the air.
Sounds like Arcana to me.
Likely weather, right? Of course.
So if we're out at this manor, we're going to be a little bit into the weird wilderness where nobody goes, but not too much?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
The Lockswoods live just on the outskirts of that. Mostly because it's rumored that their wine was infused with some of that energy, but nobody knows quite what that means, and nobody's ever felt any other effects besides just getting drunk from drinking it before.
No wonder it's so good. Legendary wine.
Yeah, it's delicious wine. People love this stuff.
Well, boys, do you think there's any truth to it? The whole...
Their wine being a bit odd, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, likely so.
What do you say we go and find some of this wine? Steal it.
I think I
sell it
can
for a high
get behind
price.
that.
Yes.
Well, Let's get after it.
Let's
Yeah.
get to
So
it.
there is a shaking and rumbling noise that comes from the ground in front of you as a massive tremor just kind of rushes out underneath the ground, and you feel like your feet like get this little tremor underneath them as it rolls past you, and you hear this faint groan come from somewhere off in the mists.
Oh, wait, in the mist, like towards the house.
Yeah, toward the house.
I use my spyglass.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
fog. It's the
You-
fog.
Do I see the
You
fog?
you stare off into the mist. Yeah, it's mostly fog, but as you
Okay.
look closer, you think you can see the shadow of something huge moving just around the corner of the mansion house.
There's something huge around the mountain house.
How quickly is it moving?
Slowly.
Slowly.
Not.
Okay.
Well, if it's going pretty slow, we can.
Sneak
I
up
reckon
on it.
sneaky peek and get by.
I tiptoe up to it.
So you're like, there's like a whole like
Okay.
field of grapes before you
Okay.
even reach the manor house, and it's over by it.
So shall we? Now I'll pop over the fence.
Okay, you guys hop over the fence.
Yep.
All right.
Mason leads the way.